Hey everyone, welcome to the channel. So this video I want to talk about something around the codes, something around the programming languages, Java, C, C++, Python, etc. And the need of learning them, the way that we as a programmer used to dig deeper what is the internal structure, how this is working and all that. And along with that, these programming languages, data structure, those tree string manipulation and everything, those a lot of problems are around this ecosystem. We were digging into this one and there was a need around that one, right? Because we as a programmer were tasked, we were tasked with writing the code. This is important, writing the code, right? When it is about writing the code, we should understand the internals of this one, data structure, how to optimize and do all of that. So I want to go back a very basic, when first time I was learning these programming languages, not even programming languages but just about the computers, right? So if I say, hey, this is the computer in here that is available, so the my teacher that taught me it this way, that why do I have to learn any of the programming languages, right? So here, this is me in here, and he said that, hey, if you want the computers to do any of the job, right? So here we can see that this is also an entity, this is an also entity, right? So they need a form of communication, they need a form of communication so that they can talk to each other. So as an human, we do have natural languages, right? So natural languages that can be Hindi, I know that one, English, or any other local language that we speak of. But the computers do not understand that natural and Hindi languages that is there. They are, they understand the language of the 1 0, they understand the language of the binary codes only. So it's very hard to learn the binary codes, right? So that is where an abstraction over this was built. That is where the basic assembly, C++, Java, Python, and so on and so forth, these languages got into picture. These languages are an interface, they are interface between the what they are between the natural languages and between the binary code that's there. So if we write any of the programming languages in the, if we write any of the program set of instruction that it's supposed to be performed by these computers in here, so those are written in one of these languages. There are then there is one more interface in here, that's what we say the compiler, and or we say that interpreter for what? Interpreter for the computers actually. So the machine executable code that we say, that these are converted into the these binary formats, and that's how computer knows, hey, these are the things that I have to do. If there is any issue coming, optimization or anything that we have to, there is an error and everything coming, we have to understand the logic around this and we have to optimize around that one. But still there is in this interface is there, right? Now let's take a step back in here, like, so this is what we have, like, as an human we have these Java, C++, Python, JS, these things are there, and they are in a way to go to the computers and get any task done, right? So natural language is not going to help. Now the recent ecosystem, that is we have generative AI, this is what is giving the paving the way for this new discussion that I'm trying to build in here, right? So generative AI is the one that is saying that, hey, if you instruct me in your own language, natural language, and this is also built, the irony is that these programs are also written in certain language, right? So they are saying that, hey, you give me a natural language instruction, you give me the instruction, I will give you the code. Code on what? Java, C, C++, anything that you need. You just instruct me in your own languages. Natural language means like if you have, English, that is fine. Hindi, that is also fine. Any other language, that is also fine. I will generate the code for you. Rest of the ecosystem in here that is available, that is going to be the same. Hey, for the Java, there is going to be a compiler. Then it is going to be converted into the machine executable code in here, right? So because now this system that is coming and it is taking a job of many people, there is so many layoff happening or acclamation in every company that I can think of. If firing is not happening, hiring is freezed, that is also a kind of job generation is stopped, right? So that is the thing that is happening in here, right? So now what is the role of the developer? Should I learn the Java, Python, JS languages there, or I should learn my own language like natural language? Because form of communication, to be able to explain something to the other person is the first way, is the first step to solve any of the problem. If we have to solve a big problem, we have to sit in group, we have to discuss that. So during that discussion, how efficiently I'm able to communicate my problem to the other person and how good he is able to understand that one, right? Then the only thing, so I can focus on my natural language to frame my problem statement, to draw that, how I can draw that in the text, in the diagram, in the video, in the audio, how can I explain it in much better way so that these models can understand that one. So the entire focus now can shift to this ecosystem to optimize this one, to have a better understanding around the natural language and generate the code in here. Okay, so the critical thinking, problem solving, the logical thinking, optimization, that talent is still mandatory and not going anyway. Just that the job that was there just to write a code, right? I know I have been working in the industry for more than a decade, so many programmers like me, in my early days also I did, like the instruction is given to write the code, do research, do the search on the Google, get the Stack Overflow similar code and all, copy paste that one, do the refactoring and optimize it for my own use case. Those were the job, many jobs were like this one, right? That job is taken by these tools, what I say. So the code, the initially that I say, that is also available as an artifact. This is a like tremendous shift that has happened, right? So the need of the learning of the programming language, that is there, so critical thinking and everything is there right now. This is just an hypothesis that I'm saying, that in future, recently I see uh, there has been evolution of many of the programming languages, right? So you see the basic were there, assembly was there, then C, Java, C++, Python, Mozo, and many, and there has been reason for each and everyone's development there. So ease of learning, the optimization, speed, and all of that was there, and all of them needs to be converted into the binary code that is there, right? If I talk about the speed, that is the what is the matter. So if the program is written in the basic and assembly, those are the fastest program to run by the computers itself. So what if I can instruct my model that is there in the natural language to write entire service, entire software in the basic and assembly, so that will be very close to the 1010 binary code executable that is there, right? So why not we can do that. So what is the future of the new programming languages that has been developing or they are coming into picture there? Should they continue? Is there any sense of those programming languages to be coming into picture, or it's a just an abstraction? Like if I see this one and I see this one, now the abstraction on this bridge is just those models which are giving me the code. This is the only abstraction. Beyond this, I do not care what is there, but the thing is that computer is able to do the job for me. That's it. If now the thing is that, hey, there is obviously the question like, hey, there is a optimization that I need, error handling, code readability, and everything that I need. So these all things were true when we as a human needed to read the code. Now we don't have to do that, right? So if we have to understand the code, like what is written there, I can ask the model itself, hey, explain the code, explain the software, that what it is doing. It can give you a very nice diagram, flow diagram, to give you, hey, this is what it is doing, that one, right? How do you verify the functionality? Write the model to have the test cases written. So I have some certain expectation to do. If I give this input 1 2 3, like if I give 1 plus 1, it should always give to the 2. This code is written by the model itself, right? So if I say that, hey, it should give 1 into 1, it should always give 1. 1 minus 1, it should give 0. If I have those test cases built, these guardrails built around that against input and output, I do not care what it is, what it has written, whether it has written in Java, Python, or anything, doesn't matter. This is an artifact for me. This is, I'm giving an input, this is giving me an output, and in the fastest possible way. That optimization and all is going to be living in the natural language that we're giving in. I can go on and talk more about this one. There is a huge debate, and I also disagree that the role of programmers is going to be going away. But the kind of job that were there, like just to writing the code, is going away. Vibe coding is real. There are issues coming in. We see that model has created a code that is breaking production. It deleted entire database and all that, and it is has been happening without the models also, right? These things were happening from the humans also. Those errors are there. So those critical thinking, careful prompting, solution designing, problem solving, optimization, still part of human layer. But the code availability, the thing that I'm talking about in this video, is about that code as an artifact that is going away, or it has already gone away actually. What do you think about this one? Share your thoughts in the comment section.